Hi and welcome to Add More Zest. My name's Rebecca. I'm also known as 4Kids at 147, and today I'm bringing you tip and trick number 20, and this is in relation to placing mainly square diamonds. It can be used with round diamonds, but it definitely makes square diamonds a lot easier to place. Now, I have already placed a row of single diamonds, and I'm going to start to place the next row. So before I do this method on any painting, I do like to have myself a little, I'll try and get that one to fit in, I do like to have myself a border, and that is just around the edges of the painting. I'm not bothered about having one on the inside in any way. I don't necessarily make myself a little square, though you could do. So let's just go across and make ourselves a little square, and we'll fill in this little square with my sort of tip for using squares. Now, this is a well-known tip used by quite a few different people. Quite a few people get on with this tip and use this one. I actually have two different tips for working with squares, and the next one will be number 21. I'm losing track of where I'm up to with numbers. But we've got a set of diamonds placed, so we've got our little square. And one of the tips is to actually do a checkerboard method. So what you do is you do every other square. Now, you have to take a little bit more care when you're doing every other square. You want to try and get them lined up. So this is the slow part. So you pop a diamond in every other square, taking a little bit more care, going a little bit slower, or slow and steady. You don't have to panic about them being hugely straight, though as straight as you can get them is ideal. And you do every other one in a block. This of course works best with block paintings or block sections of colour, more so than little bits, but you can work them on tiny size blocks as well as huge size blocks until you end up with a little checkerboard. Sometimes I like to do this pattern, so for example on this full section I'll do my straight line all the way up here, and then what I'll do is I'll actually go in a diagonal, and then I'll come down and I'll sort of let it bounce off the sides, a bit like that Atari game. It used to be around quite a few years ago, and I'd bounce it up and down just for a little bit of difference until I found that I had every other square done. Once that's done, you then get the quicker part, which is filling in the gaps. And what you find happens when you do this is as you're pushing each diamond in to your gap, and this works especially well if you've got some really nice quality, nice fitting diamonds, is it will straighten up the diamonds that you've already placed around it as well. So if they're a little bit off kinker, they're a little bit not straight, then by pushing these in and quite often getting a nice click when you do, that normally means you've nudged a diamond over a little bit. You get a little click, they all nudge in, and you end up with an extremely nice block of diamonds all done that don't tend to have many gaps. I mean, there's the odd tiny, but I can't even really see them, so I don't know if you guys can. But checkerboard can be a very fun way to do a block of plain colour. I say you just go off on a tangent in little diagonals maybe all the way across, or maybe you do it like I did, every other one going all the way, and then once you've done that section, then you can just go filling in all the dots quick as anything until the job is done. So I hope that's helpful for somebody who's starting with squares. I know I have done a video in the past and it is available on my YouTube. Easiest way to find it is a link on my website. I do quite a few different tips on doing a square diamond painting all in one video, but I did also want to break them down so that people can find the individual ones if they just want to figure out that one tip. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.